First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect and sincere Akim, pushing his word, wishing their lives and their freedom to do so. My brother Mayim, coming to you with another in transit lesson on the plantation. I realize that I'm in the spirit when I'm at work more than I am at home. By the time I get off work, my mind, my brain be mush. I'm out here in the public, driving on these highways, and these people out here, took that juice, man, and it's full of anger and rage, man. All kind of road rage accidents and near hits, near misses is happening here. So I decided, to make my videos while I'm fresh in the spirit. So I woke up this morning with basically the passage that speak about the straight gate, man. The scriptures talk about straight is the gate and narrow is the way, and few there be that find it, man. When you look at that picture, that's a straight, narrow passage, and it's winding because that's what this truth is, man. When you it's full of ups and downs and winding roads, but the path is straight and it's narrow, man. And you're gonna lose things on the straight gate because the scriptures talk about the rich man having a whole bunch of goods and actually Hawashai to follow him. And Hawashai told him to go and sell everything you have, and then you can follow me. But he couldn't let those things go. The Lord, when you in this truth, man, don't nothing belong to you in this world, man. If the children don't belong to you no more. If your wife don't belong to you no more. You're gonna lose jobs. You're gonna lose cars. You're gonna lose friends. Everything is expendable when you cross that other line, man. You put your hand to that plow, man. And the Lord is gonna take things from you to see if you're worthy to be His, man. He's gonna purge you. He's gonna put you through that fire, put you through that heat, man. And losing a loved one and losing a child, man, especially one that you raised from birth. If you've been with a woman for 30 years and you come into this truth and they leave, the flesh is weak, man. It's gonna hurt, but that's the Lord testing you. You see, and as long as you hold on to the things that the Lord took from you, the harder your journey is gonna be. And you gotta realize that, on this journey, man, everybody can't come with you, man. It's an individual journey, man. It's an individual journey, and you're gonna lose things when you're on this journey, man. That's a part of the testimony. What if you want a journey? See, the broad gate is easy, man. You're gonna have multiple friends, multiple vehicles, houses. The broad is the way, and wide is the gate, and many there be that go where they're at, man. But the straight gate, you're gonna lose things, man. And that's just what it is. Though Paul said, "I count it all as done." You see, you gotta count everything that you lose in this world as done, man. You know, you gotta count everything you lose in this world as done. They say the scriptures also talk about which of you intended to build a building instead of knock down first and count the cost, man. And what you do when you build on the development, you gotta tally up how much it's gonna cost to pay the workers, how much is it gonna cost to buy the land, how much is it gonna cost, the material, even the blueprint, the designers, the architects, all that come with a budget, man. You gotta sit down and count and see if you got sufficient enough funds to finish the job. Are you willing to lose everything to gain what? Their crown, man. The scriptures talk about Yahweh Shai was taller than all the rest. And on their heads he set crowns. For who? For those who stood so stiffly for Yahweh Shai. In order for you to stand stiffly, you have to be pushed. If nobody don't push you, they don't know if you're standing stiffly or not. So when you being pushed means you're being afflicted. You see, and you standing stiffly no matter what you lose in this walk, man. You know? And that's the price you gotta pay if you wanna reign with Yahweh shadows. You know what I mean? If you wanna receive that glory, man, you gotta be willing to lose everything. You know what I mean? To gain everything, man. So you're really not losing. The scriptures also talk about laying up yourselves treasures on in heaven with moth and rust doeth not corrupt, but thieves cannot break through and steal. And I've never seen nobody in my 54 years take their possessions, to the grave with them. So everything that you gathering here, you can't take it with you on the other side, man. So it's basically worth nothing. But the reason why you feel like it's worth something because we following after a carnal man. He think that worldly gain is godly. You know, we on other we follow at the Yahweh Shai, we understand that spiritual gain is godly. You see, so you have to focus on laying up your treasures in heaven, man. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get everything you lost on the other side, man. He said you're gonna everything you lost, you're gonna get 100-fold. You know, and you got to keep it spiritual, man. You gotta keep it spiritual, man. You gotta meditate on these scriptures day and night, man. And that's how you're gonna grow. The scriptures talk about meditating on the scriptures day and night. You'll be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, will bring it forth fruits in the season. And whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. His leaf shall not wither. Salaki. His leaf shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper, man. So meditating on these scriptures day and night, it helps you grow, man. It rejuvenates you, man. It hydrates you. You know what I mean? It revitalizes you, you know? And that's the only thing that's going to help you, man. The scriptures also talk about this is the rest with they cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing. You know what I mean? This knowledge, wisdom, is understanding is the refreshing, man. Not nothing else. Not Islam, not Buddha, not Buddhism, and definitely not Christianity. You know what I mean? Christianity is of the world, man. They teach that prosperity, material prosperity and material gain is what the Lord is here for. He just your personal genie that you rub and ask for things and he give to you, no matter what type of lifestyle you live in. They talk about come as you are, you know? But that's not what it is, man. You gotta let go of these things of the world, man. If you was committing adultery before you came to the truth, you gotta cut it off. If you was stealing to make money, you gotta stop that. Anything that you was doing that's against these law, statutes, commandments, you gotta cut it out of your life, man. No longer can it benefit you if you want to walk that straight gate, man. You gotta be willing to lose everything. You gotta be willing to drop everything. You see, and guess what? If you are part of the Lord's elect, Satan already asked the Lord if he can go upside your head, man. And guess what the Lord said? The Lord said, "Go ahead, do it." He's upright. He eschewed evil. I got confidence in him. He said, "My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me, and none can pluck them out of my hand." You see, and how you be plucked out of the Lord's hand by holding on to these worldly possessions, man. Following after these women and worrying about your children. You know, and none of those people could come with you, man. The Lord taking away from you, it's for a reason, to test you and to try you. But you got to realize you're gonna get it back, man. If not, you're gonna fall short. You see? So I pray, I hope this lesson is edifying. Till next time, Shalom.